Hello and welcome back to the wood carving little bunny here. What I'm going to work on today is the foot. I want to make this foot like this foot, carve in these grooves. One thing that I want to point out is that the wood grain on this is going up and down the character. So when you got something that's cut here, you have what we call here end grain. You have end grain on the bottom and end grain on the top, but where you got an edge like that, you really are cutting against end grain. That is a little bit more difficult to carve. You got to really make sure your knife's sharp when you carve that. Also, I got a glove on today, and that is for safety. It's not a total cut resistant glove, which you can't get on eBay, which I'm ordered. So, but if my knife slips, I'm safe today. Not as safe as I would be with a total cut resistant glove, but a little bit better. So we're going to work on that, and I want to work on the ear. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do today. I need to do a little bit of carving around the tie here, and yeah, cleaning up this ear here and pointing that out. So let's get started. So on this, you can just put a cut mark, and then like a lot of things, we just come in to the cut mark, start rounding it off, and we're trying to make his toes stand out. 3 toes for the bunny. Like I said, I've never carved a little bunny like this before. It's first project on a bunny. Man, you have to come up with what you want the toes to look like. So I know I want it rounded. I don't know if you can see this one, how I got it carved in there. But that's what we're trying to achieve. And it really doesn't take long to get that in there. I did the one and just carving the other. I'm not going to show you how to carve both, because you can figure that out. But just stop cuts, and then you're making a little groove in, and rounding it off. It's looking pretty good. So rounding his foot off a little bit more. And that's one thing you want at the very end. Keep turning your piece around, looking at it different angles, make sure that you like the way it looks. You're rounding it off the way you want. Round off a little bit more on top here. Try to make it look like the other foot, the other toes. I hope you guys are enjoying this carving lesson. I know I'm not doing a whole lot here, but carving is definitely fun. And just watching the videos, you need to get yourself a knife and get yourself a piece of wood. You can get the basswood on eBay also. On my website, on my earlier ones, where I show my website, it's got wood out there on eBay you can get. Basswood is recommended, but you can carve white pine or something, poplar, that you can get like a local wood, a lumber company or something. Alright, then this top part, that's got saw marks on it, so I want to get those cleaned off. I'll just cut back, and I want to get this side a little bit more angle here, so the top of this foot looks a little bit rounded. Yeah, that's a challenge back there in that spot. Get that totally the way I want it. It's kind of hard to get and show you and position this correctly, but I will be working on this to get it a little bit more rounded, and that's all I'm going to be doing there. Just round that off more, but it gives you an idea how to do the toes. And they look pretty good. Don't forget when you get done, sign your piece or carve your initials in the bottom or whatever. And then this ear has been a concern of mine. Trying to get it to look right. Draw it on there. Because I want to make him look like he's got a floppy ear. So, come in here. And I'm going to be careful because it's the wood sticking up there. And if you put too much pressure on there, you could break it. And I definitely don't want to do that. But if I did, I could glue it back on. But I don't want to do that. So I have a stop cut again, and then you cut up to that stop cut, and that's what we do a lot. And this top part, you need to round it off a little bit. If you're wondering what that noise is, that's a laundry in the next room. That's what the buzzer is. But I try to do these videos in the morning when everything's quiet, but not all the time. Still work's being done around the house. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, it's looking better. Kind of rounding that off a little bit on top. And to get it round, you want to take smaller little cuts when you're rounding something off. It seems to work better that way. And this ear needs to be a little bit more pointy. So I'm getting toward the end of my carving on this little character. I don't have a name for him or anything. My daughter likes to name the names of them. But yeah, it's a little bit different carving with a glove, but it's not too bad. If the knife slips off, don't have to worry about that. And got that pointed out, pretty nice. Still, this little ear needs to be pointy, a little bit more pointy. Yeah. Stop cut. And like I said, I'm careful about the pressure I'm putting on this ear. And I'm getting a little over my time that I normally do on these. So, I'll round this off a little bit more, make this a little bit more pointy. I want to round the feet off a little bit more. And I haven't decided if I'm going to carve his face, his teeth, and his mouth here. But that's pretty much where I am. I'm going to go around and round off a little bit more in different areas where I don't think it looks as round as what I want. But as far as the carving, that's pretty much it for now. I will come back and show you once I paint this thing up what it looks like and everything I did to it. But that gives you an idea how to carve a little bunny. And it's a fun little project, and I hope if you do one or do something else you create, that you have fun doing it. Have a nice day. Thanks.